Well, happy Tuesday and welcome to a gorgeous day in January. I almost forgot what month of the year it was for a moment. Anyway, glad you're here. Glad you're with me. Come on into my little world for a moment. Let's share a thought or two. I grew up in an age when teachers used to tell students in the classroom, any little boy or girl can grow up in this country to truly be something. If you study hard and you work hard, you can grow up to be President of the United States. I thought, what an ambitious goal. We could never do that. I guess she left the idea with us that if we really learned a lot and got really smart, we could actually find ourselves in the highest office in the country. A lot of years have passed since then, and a lot of people have filled that office since that time. A lot of other high offices as well. What I began to realize is some of them are, well, let's not talk about their intelligence. What I did think about was remembering a former president, actually Ronald Reagan. In an interview one time was commenting about how he did not see himself as having to be a person of great intelligence. He just noted that he needed to surround himself with people of intelligence that was far greater than his own. He's not the first that ever made a comment like that. I've come across several. One said, I've learned that the easiest way for me to grow as a person is to make sure that I surround myself with people who are smarter than I am. I came across one and I didn't know that where I'd really heard it. But it was something along the line that when you're in a room and you look around and believe that you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I've thought about that. Not very often have I found myself that I thought I was the smartest person in the room, except maybe when I was by myself. And even then, I kind of questioned the thought. But in all seriousness, it's the real idea of recognizing the value of having people around you who can inspire you, who can build you, who can strengthen you, who can advise you, who are your examples of intelligence, ability, and whatever it might be. The writer of the book of Hebrews challenged the readers in the 12th chapter to say, seeing we are surrounded by so great a company or cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that does so easily beset us and run with perseverance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down on the right hand of the throne of God. Find the one who inspires you. Find the one who uplifts you. Find the one who challenges you. Find the one who is smarter than you. And then you've got your company of encouragers that you really need in life. We don't need to be the smartest person in the room. We just need to be the person who recognizes who really is smart, who really does have the ability, and who really does lead the way. That's what we need to find. If you look at a flying group of geese or ducks or other birds who are making their way southward or whatever, and you see the formation of them, there's usually one out in the front and the rest in formation following along. Now, you may study that and recognize sometimes they change positions. I don't know. But it's when we can follow the lead of someone else, when we can draw upon someone else's thinking and understanding, then we find ourselves making the greatest progress. It's noted that Henry Ford, who revolutionized so much in the car-making industry during his time, who recognized that he didn't have to have all the answers. He just needed to point out the people who did and challenge them to derive at the best. Isn't that what we need to find in our lives? Isn't that where we find ourselves at our very best? When I was in 7th grade in a math class, My teacher, Jolly Jack Coleman, who challenged us all, always pointed to the people who did the best on the tests. He might get in trouble for it today, and it inspired the rest of us in the class to try to achieve to the level that those ahead of us did. For as you would succeed on a test, you would be moved forward in the class. Again, I know maybe that doesn't fit with the 21st century idea. But what we found was we always wanted to move forward, always wanted to move up to that higher position, always wanted to find our way towards that front row. And you know, when you got up there, it got really crowded and busy because there you found the very best. And it was hard to move them, and so you went with them. It's true in sports, it's true in business, it's true in education. Rising to the best is about seeing who are truly the ones who have what we'd call the best intelligence, the best abilities, or whatever it might be. So, as you think about it today, realize you don't have to be the smartest person around. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to solve all the problems. But what you do need to do is be able to recognize the ones who do have those things, who can take care of the business you need taken care of. And when you follow along with them, you'll find you're in the best company. So it's all right to strive to be the smartest in the room, but when you do find yourself there, start looking for another room. And press the level a little bit higher and reach for the higher goal as you look at those who press the way, plow the fields, run the race ahead of you. Looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, what an inspiration we've got there. Hey, I hope it's a great day for you, and I hope you find some people who challenge you and motivate you and move you forward. And then you might say, yeah, I might be not the smartest in the room, but I got to be pretty smart to be following them. Hey, thanks for being with me today. I'm glad that you're along for the ride. We'll share some more things a little further down the road, and we'll look forward to it. Again, thanks for being with me today.